I wish you loved yourself the way that I love you. I wish you loved yourself the way that I love you. I wish you loved yourself the way that I love you. It's funny how we've been riffing on this, both this melodic line and this little piece of lyrical poetry as a way of accessing a special kind of human emotion, a collective feeling where we dissolve the ego and become much more than the sum of our parts. And I wanted to ask you a little bit, as a person who's into governance, how that feeling, how that deep emotion of togetherness affects us, and how it informs the organizations, tribes, and companies that we create.
It might sound out of place in a company context, it might sound out of place in a professional context, but when we think about it at home, love is important. When we work on our passion projects, love is important. And I guess the question is, what would it look like if our companies and our communities and nation states and professional beings were driven by some of these same kinds of emotional resonances?
Reciprocity as well?
Reciprocity, coherence, integrating your soul, your purpose, your passion with the things that you're doing, aligning your actions. But not just that, knowing that the people that you are in cahoots with, the people that you are alongside, that they all feel the same way. Or if they don't, that you've got the space to help understand their feelings. What are they feeling? Maybe they're feeling sad, maybe they're feeling anxious, maybe they're feeling traumatized. And the beautiful thing is that when you give a bit of space for all of these different parts of us to come through, we can bring ultimately our whole selves to anything that we're doing. And when you can bring your whole self to the things that you're doing, then that's when the magic happens.
It's curious because there's a phrase which is either selfless selfishness or selfish selflessness, where you feel that you are so well represented by a group of people that you stop distinguishing the difference between us and them, between we and me. And I think that those kinds of phrases where you say, I see myself reflected in your eyes, I hear your voice blending with my own, I feel your heart beating in my chest. It has a deep way of really letting people know that more than togetherness, there is a moment of oneness.
There's a particular beauty about expressing this with one's voice, with one's eyes, with one's vibe.
With one's vibe.
That becomes this greater one. And this idea of oneness is something we can practice. It's something that we can feel in a participatory knowing sense. It's maybe not super logical. If we think about, who am I, what is the self, we can go through all sorts of philosophizing and, go through the different ways that ideas have been said, oneness and unity, but to feel it and to have the games, these themes that we can feel, these felt memes.
What you're calling right now themes.
Yeah, we're playing with some words here, but I think the idea of feeling a unit of meaning.
Unit of meaning.
And trying to create some of these units of meaning that we can share, that we can remix, that we can put out with our friends, our communities, our colleagues, and have a little offering of togetherness. And practice these out. Play with these.
Try it. We have several we can offer today. The first one sounds like this. I wish you loved yourself the way that I love you. I wish you loved yourself the way that I love you.